Welcome to 3 Minutes with Dr. Andrew. Today we're going to be talking about forward head carriage. Now that's essentially poor posture. If you don't know what I mean when I'm talking about forward head carriage, it's if you look at someone from the side, instead of having nice upright posture, we start to drop forward. And so this has a massive implication on our health. We might get things like increased pain, increased muscle tension and muscle aches, different types of headaches. You're also on the long term going to get more osteoarthritis and degenerative joint disease because there's more loading going on in the joint. So you can imagine instead of being here and you're there, you're going to have more stress going through the lower part of your neck, which is going to lead to degeneration. But one of the largest implications of poor posture or forward head carriage is actually to do with our respiration. We all know that oxygen is absolutely essential for our body and most importantly our brain. So if we have poor posture, we start to get a decrease in the ability for our respiratory muscles to work properly. That leads to a decreased chest expansion, and what happens is we start to breathe more rapidly, which means you breathe more breaths per minute, but you actually take in less oxygen over that time, which is extremely important for our health. So what happens is a simple test you can do for yourself is get a tape measure, wrap it just under the boob area, take the biggest breath you possibly can. You should be able to expand it by about 5 centimeters for a woman, 7 centimeters to a man. If you do not have that chest expansion, make sure you go to a chiropractor and get checked out, because that is so important to have that so you get enough oxygen to your body and your brain so it can function properly. Roger Sperry won the Nobel Prize for showing that movement of your spine is essentially like having a windmill in your brain, in your body. So 90% of all of the energy going to your brain comes from movement, is predominantly from your spine. That is huge. But on the other side of that, 90% of all of the energy coming out of your brain and for your body, 90% of it is used to hold your body in relation to gravity. Only 10% is for metabolism and healing and thinking and all the other processes. So imagine if we have slightly poor posture and our spine's not functioning properly, how quickly we can eat into that 10% for your metabolism in your body and your thinking. So that's why we can sit down all day and not move and have poor posture while we're sitting in front of a desk and be absolutely exhausted at the end of the day. Like, how can you be exhausted if you're sitting down all day? And that is because we're not moving. So please, a couple little tests. Do the chest expansion test. Also, get a friend of yours to take a photo of you from the side to make sure your posture is good. And what that should be, I hardly have a patient that tells me they don't think they have good posture. But when you take a picture from the side, your ears should be roughly on top of your shoulders. And if yours is not, please go to a chiropractor, get an x-ray, get checked, and start getting in better posture, because the absolutely health benefits of it are huge. So thanks for listening to 3 Minutes of Dr. Andrew, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.